All right, so today we're doing some maintenance on the E46. I'm actually kind of tight because I was just so eager to start putting the parts in that I just started taking the car apart. And I'm not going to document the process. There's plenty of people who do like maintenance YouTube channels, whatever, etc., etc. But it will be interesting to see how this car was taken care of before my ownership. Oh yeah, got this cool little motion sensor headlamp. Just in case you can't find somebody to hold the flashlight, this thing is clutch. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. So what we got here so far, it might be too dark for y'all. I don't know if I have it in the low lighting mode. But I did the fuel breather valve. I'll probably put the link in the description. I got this from one of those channels. I'll shout them out in the video when I do the edit. I thought I needed coil packs. I was praying I didn't need coil packs, but I did the fuel breather valve and the car's running so much smoother already. Cleared the codes. I ordered plugs. Something tells me that the previous owner already did them, and the fuel breather valve was making the misfire, which I figured that was going to be the case too because I had some other symptoms. The car, when I started up after I first filled the tank, it would run hella rough for a little bit, and I guess that was one of the symptoms of the bad fuel breather valve. And I came across that doing some research on something else, which was nice that I ran into that. Anyway, so right now I'm getting ready to pull the plugs on this car, and I'll update you guys and let you know what they look like. It'll be interesting to see the results. The engine overall is pretty clean. There is the oil pan gasket is leaking. I'm sure it's leaking from a bunch of other places too. It's a BMW after all, so we'll see. We'll get back to it. Anyway, time to get to work. I just want to remind you guys, I don't know, bro, but there's something about just working on old stuff that's so awesome. So I bought this BMW spark plug socket off of FCP. It's the Starbit socket for the newer BMWs. And you know what? I actually forgot that this car is older and has the regular, I could use a regular socket. And shout out to the gear wrench kit that I bought. I actually have a special spark plug socket that should fit in there just perfect. Do the job. And it has the rubber to pull out the spark plug too, so it doesn't fall back in the engine bay. Awesome. So overall, across the board, all of the spark plugs are actually in really good shape. I don't know when the last time they were changed were. So, you know, obviously I'll take a better note when I put the new spark plugs in, but overall the engine seems to be running pretty consistently. There's no excess carbon, oil buildup, none of that stuff. And I can't see much, but judging by the top of the pistons, they don't look like there's too much carbon buildup. I highly doubt you're gonna see in there. I'm probably not even gonna try, because yeah, I can barely see in there as is, and I got the headlamp. And it's a really good headlamp, by the way. Yeah, all the piston heads themselves seem fairly clean. Now this car, the body has over 200 and something thousand miles on it. I don't know when the car was manual swapped, if they did an engine, or if the previous owner just took meticulous care of this thing. It seems pretty stout, and even though it was like hurt, misfiring a little bit, again, fuel breather valve, it ran pretty normal once everything leveled out in the tank anyway. So, yeah, here's hoping for at least a couple of events. I want to get some seat time in this thing. You know what? Besides the welded diff, if I soften the suspension a little bit and obviously, you know, get rid of that diff, this thing would not be a bad daily driver. I got the car. The car came with full interior. You know, obviously there's some plastic trim that's damaged and stuff like that, but I got an Apple CarPlay head unit. The hydro is like seamlessly mounted in. The car was overall pretty clean and in good condition. And that's what we'll be doing next. Probably detailing it after I finish the maintenance on the car. And make this car my own. I haven't really fully set into the car since I bought it. So this will be good for me. Get all the old owner out, new owner in. I hope to have this car for many years to come. Oh, I got the window switch fixed for the sunroof because for some reason that was missing. There's little things that I want to do to the car. So if you look back here, all of this trim is missing. Again, it's a drift car. It doesn't have to be complete, but it just looks absolutely ratchet and horrendous. And I want to do a black interior swap anyway. So I'll probably go to a junkyard and pick up some black trim pieces and stuff like that. And then also I'll probably end up replacing this with the black carpet, or just use carpet dye. Clean up the carpets as best as I can, use carpet dye. I don't have to remove it. I don't think it's damaged to the point where I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, low pro ramps there. I definitely want to get this damn amp, the subwoofer out. The amp is connected to it. I gotta see if I can hook the car back up to its stock amp. The speakers are not good, but everything I feel like is coming through this subwoofer and very little through the speakers, and it's absolutely pissing me off. And the fact that I have to fix the amp because it's disconnected from his wiring job. Well, I won't even say it's his wiring job, but he didn't have the amp secured very well, and of course it slid out of place and pulled the wire out, so I gotta fix that too. But anyway, FCP botched my order. Well, I don't know if it was them or UPS. I have a bone to pick with UPS. But I ended up ordering spark plugs on Amazon Prime. When the other ones, when they reprocess my order and resend it out, I'll keep it. Maintenance is always good with FCP Euro. Parts are half the price of Advanced Auto or any of those little part stores around here. Everybody want to charge an upcharge for BMW, and the part costs nothing to make. You could go on Amazon for a lot of stuff too, and it's way cheaper, just no lifetime warranty. So if it's something that you don't have to replace often or whatever, I bought that window switch on eBay. Definitely recommend doing stuff like that. But definitely shop around, because FCP has actually had some of the best deals that I've seen on some parts that you wouldn't exactly expect. I was gonna do a light bulb socket, but this kid did aftermarket headlights, and then ended up actually just wiring an H7 harness to the thing because the stock headlight sockets wouldn't have even fit in the standard housing. I think these lights came with an HID conversion. I don't like HIDs, the ballasts go all the time, so I did an LED conversion. The bulb sits right there, the rubber cover still works, and that's what I'm gonna be rocking. Sorry, we live by a highway, so yep. Fresh new hardware going in, or whatever, parts going in. Some things to know if you're a DIYer: if you drop one of these, get a new one. They're not that expensive. You can get them at the store if you drop one. Do not put this back in your engine. Those little electrodes could break off and it'll become a paddle ball in your engine, just like ping, 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 ping. And that is no good. Again, I can't stress it enough. Do not. Also, try not to reuse older spark plugs. If you have a spark plug socket to put it in, do that. Do not drop them in there, because they can break. Have you seen it happen? Has it happened to me? No, but it's just something to know. Yeah, just lower it in there if you can. I use an electric ratchet to take them out. I crack them loose and then just wind them out. Going in, I do not use the electric ratchet. I just use it as a regular ratchet and tighten things down. Do not over torque these. If you have just don't over torque them, because aluminum head or not, if you strip out the threads, you're gonna have a really bad time. We're here to the coil packs. I mean, they work, but I know this is kind of just time and debris. It's probably gonna be time for new coil packs soon. They don't look brand new, but they don't look too bad of shape. Everything seems to be working fine. The car runs fine. I haven't had any other issues otherwise. But then again, the car doesn't make much power and doesn't have much load on these ever, especially since I gotta get the car tuned and coated, because the wheel speed sensors are keeping me from hitting red line or even getting close to up there. So that's next on my list of to-do this. And now we got some crystal clear audio. Might as well. Okay. Cool. Let's see what this check engine light's about real quick. Had a couple misfire codes, but I think I forgot to tighten the mass airflow sensor, like the hose connecting to that. So let's give it another start, see if it feels a little bit better. If not, we got more diagnosing to do, boys. That's another issue. I think my alternator is tweaking. Okay, yeah, the car's doing a bunch of weird stuff now. I don't know if y'all saw the tach. The dial's just moving at hyperspeed for whatever reason. Well, let's take it for a test drive, see what happens. Oh!
Huh?
Let's go for a drive. All right, back at it again. So some things that I took care of off camera includes Kayla's seat. So when I bought the car, the guy took out the seat, didn't do the seatbelt, tackled that. My seat, I went to go look at because for some reason there's a lot of play in the seat. And from what I could visually see without taking the whole thing apart is the seat sliders themselves look like they're bent. And it's allowing for a lot of extra movement in my seat, which I don't like. They're probably cheap. I think they're eBay sliders, to be honest. Again, I ain't buy it. And not everything on eBay is bad. You just got to buy the right stuff. But I have no idea. So that's something that I'm going to tackle in the future. Another thing that happened, this seat right here, the seatbelt is stuck. So now the seat is stuck in the, basically stuck in this position. So I'm either going to have to pull it up, take off the back seat cushions, and cut the seatbelt, which, I mean, I don't want to do, but nobody's really in the back of this thing anyway. It's just nice to have it as an option. I'm one of those people, like, yes, I could build a car. I want to build a car for, this is a purpose-built drift car, welded diff, all that. But the car still has some daily functionality to me right now. So I don't want to full send it into a fully built drift car and cage and all that other stuff and just make the car completely undrivable. It's actually pretty comfortable for what it is. It surprised even me. Like, if it didn't have a welded diff, I could daily drive this thing happily. I mean, I'd probably want to get the manual differential, which I'll probably upgrade to, but at the same time, I wanted to do a two-way LSD. It's like $700. I don't even know what pumpkin I gotta buy. So I gotta buy the pumpkin and then put the differential in. But then I'll be able to street drive it, daily drive it, drift it, and then I won't have some of those weird things like when you, like the lift-off oversteer with these things, which I'm sure is great for transitioning. But like when you're driving it on the street, it sucks. It's kind of sketchy in the rain, poor weather. I had to drive this thing in a little bit of slush the other day, and I mean, it got through it, but damn, is it scary. So, again, not trying to make it a daily drivable car, but I want to make it as safe as I can while being able to enjoy it. That's just me personally. Other than that, I basically tackled up everything. I got some parts to install. I got a couple coolant lines that I got to do in the back. I don't know if they're leaking or if I pinched one of the rubber gaskets. I could look at that today, but that requires me to drain the coolant again, and I don't want to do that right now. And the track that I got an event coming up soon, and again, this is the car that I'm driving as a daily. My girlfriend's driving my daily, which is the white E90 over there. Her car should be coming back from the shop, and then we can take care of all that. I can take care of everything I got to get done on this car. I can rip it apart and leave it apart, look at things, take my time, order things as I see fit that are broken or just need to be replaced. I took the car for a drive after doing those spark plugs the other day, and I recorded it. Most of y'all know the check engine light did come back on. So I think I'm going to need O2 sensors or fuel pump. Now, sometimes, obviously, the weather in New York is up and down. I start it. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to crank over. Nothing crazy, but that could be a sign. I had that happen on my blue car, too, before the fuel pump died. And I don't know when it was changed last. So that's something I definitely want to take care of as well. I'm just going to stick with an Amazon unit for now. Because, again, it comes all together, drop in, plug and play. I'll be ready to go. But I do plan on potentially boosting this car, and I do want to get an upgraded fuel pump at some point, but it just might not be in the cards right now. And I also got to check and see if that entails any like coding, or if maybe the fuel pump just works as standard with whatever the stock fuel pressure regulations are. Maybe it'll cut back the power by itself, but I just got to do a little bit more research before I start tearing into this thing. I'm sure there's a video somewhere on YouTube where you can find that, but again, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I need this car to just drive, get me to and from. I don't got time to be diagnosing it right now. But soon. Soon come. I have some changes coming. I will have a lot more time, space, and creative freedom where in the next couple months to continue to do what I wanted to do. And it's rough, but maybe I'll get into it at some point. Alrighty. Well, I think that just about wraps it up for this video. So, key your boy a like and a subscribe.